Hello, my name is Jimmy and this is the 2022 Mercedes AMG GT 53 4MATIC Plus 4-door coupe. I think that's all the names that this vehicle has, but you know what? In one word, magnificent. It is absolutely stunning, isn't it? What you have to know though, underneath all this glitz and glamour, it's an E-Class. And you might be thinking, doesn't Mercedes already have like a coupe version of the E-Class known as a CLS? Well, you're absolutely right. You can get a CLS 53, which is more or less the same as this, but I mean, this, you got a GT badge on the back. And in my opinion, it looks better. So let's talk all about styling first. Now, I know styling is subjective, so you can let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comment section down below, but the front end, nice and aggressive Mercedes here. The CLS just doesn't have as nice eyes as the GT53 here. This looks, well, in my eyes, quite a bit better. From the side, you get that coupe profile. It's really stunning. It really is. You got these 21-inch wheels and they are staggered. You got 275 sections in the front, 315s in the rear. But I do like these 21-inch wheels. Like this kind of blade that they have inside, it's just fully for aesthetics. And if anything, it adds a little bit more weight per wheel, but I think it looks cool. AMG calipers behind it. You got a little vent here on the side letting you know that it has a turbo and it is a 4MATIC Plus. But like I said, this coupe profile, absolutely stunning. And of course you get soft closed doors, so you don't have to bang the door closed every single time. Around back, you get these LED taillights that kind of mimic the AMG GT, the two-door version. I think that looks really nice here. You do have a deck-lit spoiler that does automatically raise up depending on the speed, and quad exhaust on the bottom. I mean, overall, it's a really, really nice vehicle. There's nothing wrong with it visually, and it's nice and wide from the rear, which I absolutely love. Let's take a quick peek at the trunk here. At 12.7 cubic feet, it's actually a little bit bigger than the CLS. However, it is smaller than the Panamera, which is its biggest competitor. But the biggest thing here isn't just the overall size. The hatch does make it easy, but it's just the liftover height. It's right at my waist. So anything that you gotta put in, like the stroller, well, you just gotta lift that all the way up and into the vehicle. Makes it a little bit more difficult. But, I mean, still more than usable. Golf clubs, small stroller, big stroller, it all fits in here with really no problems. Let's head inside though. All right, the back seats. First, getting in. I'm 5'11". Gotta use those soft closed doors. I'm 5'11", and as you can see, if I sit upright, it's okay. My headroom is good, legroom is, or knee room is good, but there's no foot room. I can't put my feet underneath the front seats. But it's all right back here. I don't have heated seats, I don't have cooled seats, I have vents and USB ports in the center. That's really it. This specific version, well, it has a seat in the middle. It's a 5-passenger version. Generally, it's a 4-passenger, but in here, I mean, you can sit here, but it's not that comfortable. The back, this is relatively hard and, well, you're kind of raised in the middle as well. So it's not the most pleasant place to be. It's really designed for 4, well, actual adults in here. Not super tall adults neither. If you're fitting child seats in here, as you can see, I have a collect ling here on the driver's side. That does fit. I did have to move the driver's seat a little bit forward, but at 5'11", I'm still absolutely fine. Getting the seat in and out, I mean, because of the roofline, you do have to squeeze it a little bit, but it's okay. I wouldn't say it's that bad. As for a rear-facing convertible, here I have the collect FUMF, and as you can see, it does fit. However, there isn't a lot of room to place your child in because of that lower roofline. And in front, well, the passenger in front just doesn't have that much room. If you're shorter, it should be fine, but myself at 5'11", definitely not comfortable up here. What I did find kind of cool are the lower anchors. They're behind these zipper pockets so that you don't lose those plastic covers that you get in other vehicles. Anyways, that's enough about the back seat. Let's head up to the front. Gotta remember to use soft closed doors a little bit more. The seats, very, very comfortable. They're heated, they're cooled, but no massaging features. There's a seat kinetics, which move the seat around a little bit so that you don't just become stale, but it's not full-on massaging seats at all. But they are comfortable. But you can step up a little bit more to get full-on sport seats, which, well, literally cradle you a lot more. So you can get that in your four-door vehicle if you want. In front, I got your typical Mercedes steering wheel. I do like this dual tone, but you know what? It's gonna get dirty over time. However, if you're spending this kind of money on a vehicle, you probably don't care about that too much. This two-tier kind of steering wheel setup for your buttons, personally, I'm not a big fan of it because they're canted backwards, which means they're a little bit hard to use, but you do get used to it over time. I do like the little AMG dials on the bottom, so you're able to adjust your settings on your vehicle from comfort, sport mode, and, well, a couple of more parameters that's on the left here. Behind that, I got a full digital cluster. I think it works well, but it is a little complicated like most Mercedes are. So just change everything that you need to do while you're stopped before you go into it on the menus while you're driving, because you're just gonna get completely lost in it. Same thing with the heads-up display and the infotainment. Everything works really well. The only thing is CarPlay, it doesn't use the entire screen, which it's a little sad. I kind of wish, you pay for that entire screen, you use the entire thing, but it is what it is. You plug it in to a USB-C port in the center. There's no wireless CarPlay. And from what I can see, there's no wireless Qi charger. Unless it's hidden somewhere, it's just not where it's typically found in the center console. Speaking of the center console, this is very different. On most Mercedes, you don't get all the buttons here like this. This is, well, dramatically different. And you get your gear selector down here. This is also very different because most Mercedes, you have your gear selector right here on the right-hand side of the stock. This is just missing. So it's moved, but it's a good place to put your hand for the trackpad. So, I mean, it's a little bit of a compromise. I don't mind it, but if you're in and out of different Mercedes, this is just a little odd. I do like it though. I mean, overall, the cabin is fine. It's a nice place to be. High quality materials, everything that you expect. Is it better than a CLS? Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Totally your call on that. I think it looks cooler because of the center console. It's like a giant shield here in the center. Is it useful? Maybe not, especially when you have all the buttons right here on the steering wheel, but it is cool. In any case, let's check out what's under the hood. It's a 3-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder. It's an inline 6. And it's powered also with the EQ electrical system. Together, it makes 429 horsepower and 384 pound-feet of torque. All that power is mated to a 9-speed automatic and the 4MATIC Plus system. And what that translates to is a 0 to 60 in a little over 4 seconds. And it sounds good while doing it too. This inline 6 is so smooth. It's not like your typical thrashy V6 or V8s that you get. It's such a smooth running engine, and when you put it onto comfort, it changes the entire dynamics of the vehicle. It just makes the car, well, smooth. It's so crazy what it's able to do. I mean, inline 6s, it's been used for a very long time, right? There's a lot of Mercedes as well as BMWs that have them. Nothing wrong with inline 6, but I love this inline 6. This EQ system that they have on, it just means that it's able to shut that engine down whenever it doesn't really need it. So if you're coasting, the vehicle can completely shut that engine down and just, well, coast, saving you plenty of fuel. And it's actually really good on gas. I'm averaging 11 liters for 100 kilometers right now. For a vehicle that weighs this much and has this much power and, accelerating every now and then, 11 liters for 100 kilometers is amazing. And don't think it's, this giant boat. The dynamics of this vehicle is also really good. The active suspension that's on it, it's smart. It's able to soak up bumps where it needs to and firm up whenever, it requires that suspension to be a little bit more firm. I was going around my home, which has these speed bumps. When it's absorbing the bumps, it's softer. But when it comes back down, it's firmer. It's brilliant. It really is. It's able to determine exactly what's needed at that situation and provide it. And like in the twisties and the turns, the vehicle does stiffen up, so there's not a lot of roll. The brakes, massive. And there's plenty of grip with these P4Ss as well. Like, it's just a really good package overall. Is it better than a CLS? I think so. You know, unless you're driving them back to back, it's really hard to like fully determine. But from where I'm sitting, I don't remember the CLS being this good dynamically. The CLS was more comfortable. It was more just used for every day, where this, I could see people driving this on track and having fun with it and going home and doing their, you know, regular everyday shopping or whatever they need to do. This can be that one and only car. I mean, it's heavy, and yes, it's, you know, maybe not the best in terms of the weight class, but it's a really good package. You know, it makes a really compelling point about everything that you can get. Overall, like I said, I just really, really like this AMG GT 4-door. There's nothing that's really fundamentally wrong with the vehicle. It is a little pricey. The base price comes in at 120,000 Canadian, and a spec tier at 156 really. Yes, the CLS is going to be cheaper. I mean, this is basically almost the same price as the E63S AMG wagon. I think that was still a little bit more, but not by much. So like, you can get higher performance and a lot more practical like type of vehicle comparing to this. But it doesn't look as cool as this. I guess, you know, in a parking lot, more people is going to be like stopping and staring at this comparing to the E63S. Unless you know that's an E63S, and you know all the enthusiasts is going to be circling and drooling over that. But that's really it. It's style over function first. That's what this class of vehicle is really designed for. It's not designed for people who want the practical everyday vehicle. It's not like that. This is the type of vehicle that, you know what, you can show off. You can go to parties and be like, yeah, that's right, I got that brand new AMG GT 4-door. No, I didn't go for a CLS, because that's not good enough. I stepped up and got an AMG GT 4-door. In my other car, the full-on AMG GT. In any case, thank you so much for watching this video and enjoying this AMG GT 4-door with me. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's really it. Thank you so much, and have a great day.